Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be turning Minecraft landscapes into art. I've actually tried this on my own before I started the channel. The idea came from Lavender Town. She did a video like this about 2 years ago and I tried it out with my friend all the way back when, and we were bored one night, so we needed something to do and we just thought, why not give it another go? And I recorded it and decided to share. I think it was super fun and I really wanted the challenge, so I hopped into Minecraft and started looking around. My laptop was really hating on me for trying to record and run Minecraft at the same time, but I hope the quality is not too bad. Ever since the new updates to Minecraft, there have been a lot of really cool biomes and landscapes, and I've found some really cool, like oddly shaped mountains and caves when playing on my own time. So I was really looking for something like that to do an illustration with. I really wanted to find something that I could tell a story with because I love stories. So I wanted a background where I could just bring something to life. And when I was playing on my own, I found some really awesome places just by chance. So I was really hoping to stumble along something like that for this video. It didn't exactly turn out that way, but I still really love the results and I can't wait for you guys to see it too. So going into this, I was really hoping for caves because, like I said, I've seen some really cool caves since the new updates, but unfortunately I didn't really find any. But I actually found this jungle which looked really promising. I found a really cool spot that reminded me kind of like an oasis, and I was getting some ideas of like maybe a mermaid or some pirates. I went into the bamboo to get a better angle, and this was the image I got, but I wasn't really feeling it fully yet. I kept looking in case I found something better, and I'm very glad I did because I ended up finding this abandoned mineshaft. And right in the middle happened to be this lonely flower, and instantly story ideas came flooding in. I mean, look at it. Abandoned mineshafts are already one of my favorite areas in Minecraft, so this was just screaming for an illustration. There was something just so somber and melancholy about it that I wanted to capture in my own illustration. I started sketching out the general basics of the image and trying to round out the block textures into an actual illustration format. Like I mentioned before, this flower placement felt really intentional to me, like possibly a memorial or something, so I decided to give this lonely flower a little ghost friend. This added so much to the story aspect, and that thoughts are just racing around my head. There's a story in this image with so many possibilities. Like perhaps this was a villager who had gone too far into the mines and got lost, wandering days, tirelessly searching for their way out or some sort of escape from the maze that they trapped themselves in, having lost or broken all their tools in an effort to escape, leaving them with nothing. Maybe they were an explorer who entered this abandoned mineshaft in search of adventure, perhaps even hidden treasures or gems in the remnants of the shaft, when suddenly, during their attempts to traverse the mineshaft, water burst through the walls, blocking their path and causing the shaft to partially collapse, leaving them injured and unable to escape, while the raging waters silenced their last calls for help. Or maybe even a star-crossed lover who plotted in secret with their partner to meet deep within the mineshaft underneath their village in order to run away together. But while they were waiting, the village meets a terrible fate, leaving only those hidden away as the sole survivors, and the star-crossed lover was left alone and passes of a heartache at the loss of their partner. Or maybe this is an old worker from when the mines were still in operation, sealed and locked away, left only a memory from those who worked there as well, left to roam the empty mineshaft waiting for someone to join them, to set them free. Or perhaps their spirit is trapped and they're unable to leave until they've completed their unfinished business. There's just, there's so many story ideas. I have been listening to a lot of caving stories or like spelunking stories, so I have a lot of ideas running around in my head. I am deathly afraid of the dark though, so caves in real life are just like pitch black pits of doom to me. So I will never go caving any deeper than a few steps past the immediate viewpoint of the exit. Alright, I'm an anxious lad. I've got to have my exit sights visible and accessible at all times, alright? I love the little details in this picture. It has like spider webs and cool little like accents. Even without me adding an overlaying story, there was still so much in this screenshot. This flower that's hidden underground, closed off and sheltered by this mine shaft, showing that there's still life in the abandoned, forgotten place, is just something so beautiful in that. It also gives me similar like liminal space feeling. If you don't know what that is, liminal space is defined as the time between the what is and the next. It's a place of transition, a season of waiting and not knowing. And I feel like this really fits with this piece very well. Like, this mind shift is filled with so many questions. Who put the flower there? How did it get there? Did it grow on its own? But there's like this calm around it, that it was able to survive in the darkest of places. I know it's bright because of the photo. I needed to see the details, but if I didn't have the lighting, it would be extremely dark, and like flowers need sunlight to grow. So like, how did it grow in the dark? Like, I don't know. It's just it's great. I love this screenshot so much. All these ideas, my creative side is just eating them up. And it's great. I love it so much. When rendering this piece, I wanted to keep some of the details, but I mainly wanted to stick to that melancholy, somber tone that I originally felt with this piece. Something that's like calm, but like that calm in Toy Story 3 where they just like accept their fates and like just share their last moments, like that acceptance. Maybe this ghost was accepting their own passing. There's just so much in this. And I know I keep saying that, but like the ideas are bouncing around like a vigorous game of like air hockey, alright? Yeah. My computer was throwing a huge fit with me the entire time while I was trying to make this video. I think it was just unhappy that I was recording so much in one day. So the rendering was a little difficult to do. My laptop was actively fighting against me, mainly when I was mainly when I was attempting the shading portion of this drawing, but you know, it stuck it out there. It held on there for me. At one point it did freeze my entire screen, and I just had to sit there holding my breath, waiting for it to crash, and just hoping that I would not lose the hours of work that I had just done. So this is your reminder: if you are drawing while listening to this, pause, save the file, don't lose your work, check your layers, get some water, okay? Okay, continuing on. I think the trickiest part of this whole illustration had to be the water. I'm still rather new at drawing water, especially like in color and rendering it to its full extent. So I'm not the best of that, but I'm still learning, and that's okay. It's something that I definitely want and I actually need to learn to do more of. So, you know, this illustration is just one of the stepping stones to improving. I bet that in a few years I'm gonna look back at it, cringe at myself for it, but as of right now, I'm pretty proud of it. Like that dad at the soccer games that's like in the crowd cheering on their son, but like their son's just sitting on the bench. Yeah, that's gonna be this illustration. And I know I pretty much say it every time, but I did enjoy the way that this turned out. I love it so much. Even though there was a few things like, you know, the water and some design aspects that I actually left out. Like I forgot the spider on the first log in my sketch. I like forgot about it, so it didn't make it to the final cut. But like details like that, you know, it's a little sad that they got missed out, but I don't think it took too much away. I still think that it's a pretty solid piece. I really do love it. But yeah, but I still really like the vibes. It's like oddly serene to me, and I really love it. This will be available as a print in the store once it officially opens, because my roommate has been literally begging me to make it a print, so I will do that. But I think that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you liked it, then please leave a like, tell me what you thought in the comments, and subscribe to help our channel grow. Try this out for yourself if you liked it. Honestly, it's super fun, and I would love to do another one of these. it would be really cool just to see an epic landscape illustration. And let me know if you want to see me try it again. I just started a new world with my friends, and I've already found some really awesome landscapes that I think would look amazing for an illustration. I'm thinking some in the water this time because I found a really cool like dripstone cave that is just mwah, beautiful. Excellent. So let me know if you want to see me try this again. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.